I just got to school. There is an overabundance of parking. I've never seen it this empty before. All these parking lots are empty. No one here. I think it's because it's the first day and people are still adding and dropping. I don't know. First week of school last semester, very crowded, hectic, very hectic. Lots of traffic. I didn't get almost hit pulling into school this time, so that was surprising. I thought people were going to be a lot worse than they were. Some idiot though in Fairfax cut in front of me without a turn signal in the middle of an intersection, which is illegal. Can't change lanes in the middle of an intersection, but these are Virginia drivers we're talking about. So it was a grown man, like 40 something, 50 years old, so he knew better. He stops in front of me, and then I'm sticking out in the middle of the intersection, blocking traffic. $100 fine. Like, thanks, dude. So apparently my first class was canceled because my professor's sick, so I have almost 2 hours before my next class starts. It's a little bit easier this semester because I know where everything is for the most part as far as buildings go. I don't know where my classrooms are, and I know where all the lots are, and I know how long it's going to take me to walk there, which is usually at least 15 minutes. I try to give myself. Last semester, I always was able to find parking, but it was crazy. There'd be one spot left and somebody was pulling out, and I would just happen to see them pull out and get lucky and get in there. I would usually park in the far parking lot. I used to park over by the gym and just work out for a little bit in between classes, but that was when I was training for a triathlon. I usually have to leave about 2 hours before class starts, or an hour and a half before class starts. Get there on time, especially if I want to go to like a coffee shop or something beforehand on campus. They're not that great though. I usually would go if I didn't have time for breakfast in the morning, but I packed my coffee, I ate my lunch, drank a cup of coffee before school, and this lady almost hit me. Nice, cool. They have goat yoga tonight over at, I think it's Eagle Bank Arena, after the men's basketball game. It sounds fun, but I don't really want to do that. And I don't really like goats. Goats are mean. Goats bite. They'll ram you with their little horns or with their head. And they eat everything. So I'm surprised they're having that. Somebody's going to get bit by a goat and sue probably, and they'll end that. So I don't like goats. We had several sheep growing up. They also, well, one of them would also ram and butt you, and was just not very nice. And it also eats everything. Like, it would try to bite your clothes, like eat your clothes or your boots. Same thing with pigs. Like, people think pigs are so cute. They're very mean creatures. Like, they'll kill a human if they can. They bite, they eat everything too. One time my dad fed our pigs ham because he was like, I wonder if they'll eat this. They eat everything. Yeah, they ate it. He was like, they're cannibals. I just went on a rant about pigs in the school parking lot, but for this semester, I'm just aiming to do better than last semester, which should not be too hard. I just need to take a lot of vitamin C so I don't get sick. Last semester, I was out quite a bit because I got sick several times. I would like to be on the dean's list at least one semester. I don't think that's going to happen this semester because I'm taking a couple hard classes that I know will be a challenge for me. I do need to get my GPA up a little bit. It's not terrible, but it's not the greatest, so yeah. I was considering joining a club. I might still do that. I don't know. I feel kind of weird doing that. I'm just a commuter student normally, but I really want to do the intramural sports and do skiing, which is the only sport I'm decent at, somewhat competent at. But it costs a lot of money, especially if you go every weekend, and right now I just can't do that. I'm trying to buy a house, so I need to save everything I have. Right now I'm on fixed income. I'm making half of what I used to make, but I'm very privileged to be able to go to school, and I'm pretty happy here. I never thought I'd be here, I never thought I'd be able to do this. Here I am. I dressed a little bit nice for school today. I wore jeans. Actually, I didn't wear jeans, I wore jeggings. I normally just schlep to class in like warm-ups or sweats or yoga pants because this is the only time in my life I can do that. I'm gonna take advantage of it while I can. I don't have to wear a suit every day. I don't have to wear heels. I don't have to wear a skirt or anything like that. It's super uncomfortable. I can just relax and wear what's comfortable. My first day of school last semester, I wore these little heeled booties because I wanted to dress nice because first day of school, hadn't had one of those in a while. It was so uncomfortable. They were low-heeled booties, but there was a lot of friction. And I was walking all over trying to find this stupid class that was in a dorm building. I don't know why they had it in a dorm building, but it was. I was walking all over trying to find it, got super lost, and then when I finally found it, the door was locked and they weren't letting anybody in. You had to swipe with your student ID because it's to prevent active shooters or deter active shooters, I guess. Nobody's card was working, student ID was working. Now the parking lot's filling up. So after that, I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna wear tennis shoes every day. What the? Some person just tried to floor into reverse and hit this guy in a Charger that was parking behind him. So they just started blaring their horns. I think people don't look before they put it in reverse, and they don't look before they merge. I'm pretty excited for school this semester. I have 4 interesting classes, and the other 2 classes are requirements. Well, they're all requirements, but 2 of them are gen ed. They're gonna be kind of difficult for me because they're in like IT and stuff like that, and I'm not good with that stuff, so. But I'm pretty excited to be back at school. I wasn't really doing anything for a month. I mean, we went to Quebec, we went to New York, and then I went to Georgia, so I guess I did do stuff. But other than that, I was at home trying to sort through my never-ending to-do list, editing videos so I can get them off of my computer and free up some space, cleaning out my storage unit. I see some people here who are in their 70s plus going to school. I see some guys who are in their 80s or maybe even 90s, and they're kind of shuffling around or in wheelchairs, and I'm pretty sure they're World War II vets that are going back to school on the Forever GI Bill that just got enacted a couple years ago. So that's pretty cool to see, because it used to be the GI Bill expired after 10 years and you couldn't use it after that. I think they're going back to school in retirement, so that's pretty cool. Once you get to a certain point, it's kind of like, oh, retirement, like people think, oh, you're going to be traveling all over the world and doing a, but you can only do that for so long, you know. I hope, like, when I retire, I don't know, I want to work for as long as possible. I say that now. And just maybe semi-retire, go to work 3 days a week, because when I don't have work or when I don't have school and I don't really have a schedule, it gets pretty depressing. We'll see. We'll see how I feel in 30 years. I'll probably be like, screw this. I'll probably maybe retire and then do something else, like do some other line of work that's not extremely stressful. Or maybe I'll die of stress early. Die of a heart attack from stress. Not that school is stressful. It's really not. I really enjoy going to school versus working. It's definitely a lot less stressful than the job I had previously, where I had to get up at 3:30 in the morning, work a 12-hour shift almost every day, never have time for yourself. You don't even have time to do laundry, barely have time to sleep and like pack your lunch. So this is a lot easier. Downtime, like right now I'm just sitting in my car before class, drinking my coffee, relaxing. I can go on my phone. I can do that at work. I can get stuff done. I can just browse the internet, watch YouTube, or do homework.